Did you know, Brian, that the way to a woman's true stimulation is through her mind?
You know what? Yeah, I've heard you make love to the mind.
You make love through her mind, right?
Yeah, make love. That way she can get an orgasm before you even touch her.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be rated R. So, if you got some kids around, put them in the bedroom. Also, if you sensitive, go somewhere else because we're going to talk adult here. We're going to chop it up as men because I'm going to do this for one of my listeners wanted to know about certain. They have questions about the relationship, so I'm going to fill you in on it. So, there's going to be some SEX talk here.
After dark.
Yeah, after dark. So, send your kids away and put your headphones on because this isn't to blast in your office because, you might get in trouble for this. So it's kind of funny how, how this thing about, they talk about having segs in the dark. It's SEG. You want to say the whole word because, YouTube and all that. What do you think about that? They always, talking about, turn down the lights and light the candle.
Yeah, you talk about what I was talking about. It's like all these love songs talking about turning the lights off or turning the lights low.
Right.
All of them do. Even Ron Ives, he talk about footsteps in the dark.
Oh, man.
Okay, everything is about the dark. Everything about turning off the lights.
But we don't understand we're being programmed by the music. Now, who told you that you have to turn the lights off? They think it's a romantic thing to do too. They they dim the light, have little candles over there on the side, like you don't want to see you don't want to see them. They're that ugly and busted. What the hell? I'm about to get into this. Go ahead, because I'm about to do some roasting.
I took it as an ambiance thing.
An ambiance.
It's just like.
And you never thought about it.
The environment. It just.
Then I just.
The lights down.
Well, what I tell you in the beginning, the way to a woman's heart and to her, her true stimulation is through her mind. Now, women are very deceptive, and I know, of course, I'm very a connoisseur of women. So they're very perceptive and they're very manipulative when it comes to being politically correct about something or really saying what she really feels and thinks. Because a lot of times women like it rough. They like men who's going to grab them by the hair and, rack them around just a little bit, going a little deeper, pump a little harder, and this kind of, but they don't want to actually say that. Oftentimes they want you to automatically do it, or they assume that you can read their mind, and they'll say, "Oh, I think that you should automatically know what to do." Right? Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, they have. Well, that's another thing.
I know I'm right anyway.
Yeah, they always feel like.
Feel.
Yeah, talk about the women.
Okay.
Yeah, they always feel like the man should. Yeah, the man should know.
Read her mind, right? You should know what she likes, her kinks.
I don't know. I tell straight up from the beginning, I'm not a mind reader. I'm not a fortune teller. Mm-hmm. Tell me what you want.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Tell me. Just put it out there clear.
Mm-hmm.
I want this. I like that. You know what I mean? Just let me know.
So the thing about having segs in the dark, donkey dunking, as it said here. So the funny thing is about it, it's like so you turn the lights down, or maybe it's dark in there. And you're sitting up there humping and pumping on. I mean, you feel this thatch down there, and of course it has its fluid and all that. And you don't see the person's face. You can listen. If I really wanted something like that, I can just go to the bathroom and just go ahead and take care of myself. Because it's just a feeling. It's just a momentum type of thing, and that's a disconnect as well. I mean, because why am I sitting up there just humping in midair this thing that feels good down there, but how am I going to know it's this person? Lights are off. I mean, it depends on how dark it is, but still, you're not really connecting that person. What I tell you, it's the mind that you connect with that person. So I'd be better off taking care of myself than sitting there trying to hump, be in the dark, trying to, sit up here and frolic with something that is obscured, that I can't really see. What's your take on that?
See, I never thought about it like that. Me personally, lights on, lights off. That's what's going on. It is
right.
What it is. Lights
See,
on,
I can do, but the thing is, I can do that myself. What I tell you about stimulating a woman's mind, it's stimulation. You got to let a woman know. You got to get into a woman's mind, and you got to get into her spirit. I'm the type of person where I want to get into her soul.
I mean, I make her scream my name.
Well, yeah, you can. Okay, yeah. So let's say you're screaming her name, fine, but that doesn't mean her mind can't drift off.
Scream my name.
Yep, that's okay. Yeah, you can scream her name. Oh, Sheila, yeah.
My name is Brittany.
Put it in.
My bad. You know I was playing with you.
Put it.
You know I was playing with you.
Listen to you. Put it in this hole, Sheila.
No,
Lord have mercy, Brian. Really?
I don't know. What
She got your legs up.
I don't know what dude you talking about, boy.
It's dark. How would you know?
Never me. never I.
So, but the thing is, here's what women would do. There's two key things you need to worry about women, because it's not all of them, but it's most of them. Okay. Now, what happened is, if you hear or you encounter a woman, I know there's exception to the rule. Someone's gonna say, "That's not me. That's not me." And she's talking about she wants you to turn the lights off and dim down everything in order to donkey dunk with this girl. You need to be cautious, because I told you women are very deceptive, and I would worry about that type of woman, because guess what? There's a disconnect there. There are two things that are going on. One thing she's trying to do is avoid your face. She's trying to avoid knowing that she's laying with you, because oftentimes these girls like the monkey branch and they're dealing with other guys or multiple guys at one time. So if she sees your face, if she sees you face to face, she have no choice but to realize that it's you and it's not that other guy that she's actually thinking about. Shoot.
I was about to say some goofy.
Like, that's okay. No, okay.
Let's keep moving, though. Let's
Okay.
keep moving. I know you being real, though.
Okay.
Keep going more.
You know, the comedy's good. You throw it in at the right time, punchline. So what happened is as well, so if she's accustomed to that, if she's accustomed to you just come in, you turn the light off, you're in the bedroom, you don't see this person. Of course she smells your cologne or your scent. Of course she know it's you. But there's a trick behind it, because if she's comfortable with it, imagine everybody else that can do the same thing. Have you ever heard that expression where you turn out the lights, we're all the same? You see that? You need to avoid people like that. Avoid it.
But I've heard that
avoid it. When you hear that, avoid it, because you're talking about, and this is 304 activity, horror activity. Because most times what that means is they're accustomed to what? A disconnect. When you turn the lights off, you can barely see something. You can't even barely see the table. You can have candles all you want to. Why would you? And I'm going to get to this in a moment. Let me go ahead and say it now. Why would you not want to see a woman if she's beautiful? Key number one. Why would she not want to see you in your face if you're handsome and she wants you to bond with her? Why would she want you to turn the lights off? She want to see your face, your blemish. She want to know all about you and put her hands all in your hair if you got it.
Yeah, you know what? It do something to me, man. When I see your facial expressions.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, you want to know that.
I want her waving the tongue like a dog.
You want her head bending back like like you just slapped her chin.
Hey, no, this is after dark.
This is after dark. So you want her head bending to the side. I mean, you want her, you want to see her eyes roll in the back of her head. Why not, man? I mean, do you see the sweat like on her cheek and down there on your neck?
I'm trying
why
to
not?
Make gang signs.
She's gonna be making gang sound with her toes and her fingers. I mean, why would you not want to see that? So, and another thing, when people are doing wrong, it's called creeping. So how do you creep? Do you creep when the light's out, or do you creep when there's sunshine? You creep because it's dark. So a lot of times when people they're frolicking, they have different relationships, they married somewhere, they already got a girlfriend or even a boyfriend, turning the lights off is an easy thing. Why? Because first of all, you're undercovering yourself. You're becoming deceptive. And again, you don't have to face that person. But we're going to get to the facts here, Brian. This is the Shangri-La here. What I tell you about in the beginning, the woman's mind is where you stimulate her at. Now, because women are so politically correct, they don't want to tell you what they really like. Like, oh, I wanted to pretend like he's a stranger. He just busts in the house and take it. Right? They'll think that, but they won't tell you that. But the way that they'll say it, well, I want him to pull my hair and be rough with me. Push me up against the wall. Also, they might have their little fantasies as well that they're not going to explain with you. They're going to keep it in their mind to themselves. But the key is as well with a lot of women, there are connections that they have, such as their ex-boyfriends or their baby daddy. Okay? And what happened is, and if it's not them, it's probably somebody like, somebody famous, Denzel Washington or Drake or some type of rapper that she has this thing for, crush. So if you go with the program, the quote unquote, you turn the lights off and you're accustomed to doggy style, for example. Now she don't see you. Now her mind can drift somewhere else. She can imagine you to be any other type of guy. You can be Denzel Washington now. Now you can be the Drake. Now you can slap her ass all you want to and say, call my name. Oh, I'm Brian. Call my name, Brian. Brian. Yeah, you can do that all you want to. She can easily yell your name. I mean, have you spoken to people? You've done that yourself. You can say something, but your mind's not in it. You can say whatever.
That's true.
You can call out whatever. You can say 1, 2, 3 and do a mathematical equation. That doesn't mean that you're into it. Your mind could be somewhere else. So oftentimes, just because you're making her call your name and scream your name, that doesn't mean that you got her soul and that you got her mind. You don't. Because her mind is not with you. Her eyes isn't on you. And now you're just doing doggy style. That's another thing to worry about. Girls is like, oh, I just like it doggy style. No, woman, no. You need to see my face. You got to grab her, snatch her, turn her around. Put her beautiful ass on the table or the desk or something like that. Make her face you. And if she want to look away, you can grab her face a little bit, not aggressive. I'm not talking about abuse here. Just, women like that stuff anyway, not abuse, but, grab her, put your arms around your hands around the back of her neck and her head. Say, hey, no, I'm right here. No, you're donkey dunking with me. What happens is you're avoiding or keeping her from imagining someone else. You're keeping her from imagining that you are Denzel Washington or Drake. She's looking at you in your face. She has to face the fact that she is doing this with you, not her ex, not her baby daddy, not somebody down the street or whatever her fantasies is. You are directly her fantasy. Now, yes, doggy style is good and other type of, sexual positions like that. But you want to bond with this girl and you want to let her know that she is important to you and she needs to know that you are important to her. So if you're trying to imprint yourself in her mind and in her soul and really make an impression, you need to look at this girl face to face and definitely in the eyes. That's another big thing of psychology. Psychology is a very valuable and it's a prioritized asset to the human function. And if we get rid of the psychology and we just focus on the program that the music gives us, turn down the lights, light a candle by the dumbasses. Okay, and then we go along with the program and you play these slow jams or something like that and you just do the doggy style. She's like, baby, hit me doggy style. You know what's going to happen? Okay.
You're going to lose some followers on that one. Call Teddy P dumbass.
I can care less. Now, the rest of them, then don't turn off the lights. Turn it on then. Turn it on then. I can care less. Anyhow, I tell the truth over here. Why is he saying it then? Why do we have to do what he tells us to do? Turn down the lights. I'm going to turn the lights on. No, and he's not the one who's a dumbass. It's the rest of them who follow suit with him. Oh, sure. The music said we should do it. No, so she said, oh, I like it doggy style. Hit me dog. I'm going to do it for a few minutes. But guess what? I'm going to turn her ass around, sit her butt on the dresser drawer somewhere. Be like, nah, here I am. Boo. I ain't going to say it. I'm not going to say I was going to say it. I'm going to say it. Okay, I'll keep it to myself. Gotta hold back because there might be some virgin ears. Tell her, hey, I'm the guy that you with, and there's plenty of other positions that you could put her in where she has to see you face to face. Therefore, what will happen is, remember, women are stimulated by the mind, and at the same time, while you looking deep in her eyes, talk to her, tell her her name. Tell her her name, but she might forget it during that time. If you pound her good enough, she's gonna forget her name. But you gotta
forget her name, man.
No. If you do it good enough, she's gonna forget her name. And you got to get to the point where
what's your name, Trace?
She don't know what to do with her. She don't know what to do. She don't know what to do with her hands, so she'll slap you softly because that'll happen too. She's looking around. Her hair's all frantic and
usually she be clawing that.
Well, I don't like that because I don't want to have to scar it up back and stuff like that. They tried it before. I said, "Baby, stop doing that." No.
I don't know, cause of territory.
No.
I've had some scars back in the day. I've had some border.
So you mean to tell me that you're okay with getting your back scratched up?
It's what it comes with, man.
And bleeding.
I don't necessarily get bleeding, but yeah.
Then you're not hitting it right. You're not doing it right there.
I get the white marks though. I'm black, so
really
be clear.
Yeah, but that's fine. But you know how I get around. My back can only take so much. I only got so much skin back there, so I can't.
I'm done with you. This is after dark, please.
Yeah.
This is after.
That's just. I mean, what am I gonna do?
Morpheus, you are in prime form today.
I'm not gonna have no skinny back there if that's the case. Then she got to go down to the butt and scratch that. Like, hey, I can't sit down for weeks. But anyway, I mean, that's just real talk. There's other things to do with her hand. So if she's like flailing her hand around, eventually she's gonna slap you because it's so good. I mean, I had that happen before. I was like, hey, why you do that? Because you just, went too far. Deep. But so the ideal of it is to focus on her and to make sure that her mind don't drift. Mm-hmm. Because there's plenty of interviews, there's plenty of podcasts, there's plenty of women who will actually tell you that they like the kinky stuff, they like the imaginate, their mind goes somewhere else, and a lot of times women like to fake their orgasm too. Yep. They like to fake that they actually did it. And sometimes in the back of the mind, they're like, well, why don't you just hurry up? You're taking 5 minutes too long. Just go ahead and get your stuff in. So you got to make this thing entertainment. The thing is, her mind's going to drift and you're going to be boring. That's why a lot of these guys, 80% divorced. These women aren't happy because their husband they're not getting it right. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. And the passion is gone. So what happens is when you face this girl and you make it entertaining, you keeping this girl enthralled into the real life fantasy and imagination. So you taking her away by you being the main character of her imagination. That's how you do it. But if you just originally just doing, we're just going to do doggy style. That's just it. Now we're going to turn the lights off. Her mind's going to be gone. And eventually she's going to get tired. But guess what? Because if you get this girl who has multiple experiences, because some of them do, a lot of them, what makes you think you're different than the 900 type of guys who already did the same thing? You're the same as the rest of them. The rest of them did doggy style too. Mm. So what's she going to do? Her mind's going to drift off. She's going to say, well, I'm used to this. This is something I've been doing for a long time. Oh, missionary? Whatever. I've done that before. And it's just boring. You're just sitting there just, back and forth, back and forth. But when you get her involved and you take her mind and say, hey, this is where it is, grab her cheek a little bit, look in her eyes, kiss on her lips and say, I'm your man. Then you get different strokes. You got the swirl over here and you got let me stop. You pump, you stop, speed up, stop, slow down, pull out and all that.
That's where foreplay comes
in. You can mix that in with
that's what I'm saying. Like you mix the
foreplay go into it. Yeah. You gotta make this thing, you gotta make her know that this isn't about getting your rocks off. The whole part about a lot of people, especially again, when you turn the lights down low, you just do the doggy style, stuff like that. You're just trying to get your rocks off. I mean, she's going to get tired of that. It's going to be stupid. And then you just sit there and think you're doing something and you have no connection with this girl. That's why somebody like me, I can come along. You can go ahead and doggy style your girl all you want to. Go ahead. You get with her tonight. I'm going to take her. I'm going to bring her to my place, not actually my place. Because, what I'll do is I'll have the lights on. You better wait a minute.
Motel 6.
This is okay. They don't motel. There ain't no Motel 6 over here. So I think you got experience with this, don't you? You even know how much it costs. Let me check that up. Let me Google this.
Lula said
you've been doing this way too much. So the lights will be on. Okay. And then she's going to think, we're going to do something. I'm used to this. Guys, they just want to do dog style because I got a big ass or something like that. I'll be like, no, we're going to do it this way. You're going to see me. So I'm sitting there taking care of her. She's just moaning and everything, and I'm grabbing her hair. She's looking directly in my eyes. She can't forget me now. I got her all over the place, something different. Whereas you being the dumb donkey, jackass, excuse me, you doing the little, what do you call that? Pumping doggy style because she's used to it because you programmed her to do that. I'm going to get used to her doing something else like getting face to face and getting intimate. It ain't going to be I want to get my rocks off and get my satisfaction. I'm going to make it fun. Sit up there and talk to her, tease her with her cheek and stuff like that, pull away. She's going to be like, what the hell are you doing? Then come back to her and then grab her again like, dang, you playing with me. Put her on edge, drive her crazy. Next thing you know, I got scratches probably on my shoulders this time. Thank God. But anyhow, so now she come back to you. Guess what? She's going to be like, this nigga, I ain't about to deal with you. Because then she's going to realize you're lame. She's going to realize you're pathetic. She's going to realize you ain't trying to take control. You're not trying to please her. You're just trying to get your stuff off and go on about your way. And you're not even taking her on an adventure. Whereas I would take her on an adventure. You think it's going to stop right there in the dressing room? No, I'm going to take her in the kitchen somewhere. We're going to be in the front room. And it's going to keep going from there. And we're going to be face to face the whole time. While you sitting there just doing this missionary, this doggy style that you forced her to be so accustomed to. Now when she goes there and you with her, she's going to be imagining you. I mean, excuse me, she's going to be imagining me while she can't see your face while you're behind her with the lights off. Now I'm Denzel Washington or Drake.
Wow.
What do you think about that, Brian?
It's the truth, though.
What do you think about that? I just stole your girl.
I mean, he's kind of enlightened.
Why aren't you turning her around? That's the thing. Women love stimulation and they love adventure and they love excitement. You got to make this thing fun. So when she come to you, it ain't gonna be no, turn down the lights and light a candle. Take that somewhere else. No, hell no. It's coming to the house. We're getting ready to go somewhere. That's the idea. We don't have to leave the house. We're getting ready to go somewhere in this bedroom. I'm gonna take you somewhere else. That's why they got fetishes. They have leather stuff. They can put balls in their mouth. They got plastic toys. They have dolls. They got flippy flappies.
Using the balls in your mouth, the plastic toys.
No,
okay.
I don't have to do that to take a girl nowhere. Okay. She could have it in her mouth, but I couldn't.
Taking you places. You put the balls, that plastic ball.
You trying to, in your mouth. You know, just because she has your legs up, that don't mean that you can try to get back at me. It don't work like that. Everybody got that image in their mind already.
She got your drawers and a panty ball.
Just because you screaming her name and you on all four, that don't mean that I'm like you. No, I already took your girl, so I don't care.
That might be that Kevin Hart thing. He's like, man, you better roll the drawers. They ain't no panties. You better roll the boxers.
Was that you last week that had her panties over your head and she called you attractive? That was you, wasn't it? See? That's why this is new to you, because you're the guy doing the doggy style and it's dark in there and her mind's drifting off thinking about me. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Don't get mad, Brian. Don't get mad.
Check this out. First off, you can get in tune with her by simply rubbing that.
Okay, wait. All right, wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna let him see what type of game he have. He don't have any game, but squint your ears to try to hear this guy. But I'm gonna give him an opportunity to give him the floor, and I'm gonna try not to interrupt him. But be patient with him because he's learning how to be a professional. Right now, he's an amateur. Go ahead.
All right, let me show you how I took it to your mama.
Okay.
So what you do is you take
your mother called me yesterday. I had to decline her, but that's okay.
So
maybe I'll just do it for sport.
Anyway, so you take the baby oil.
Bag on the head included.
You gotta take that baby oil, especially if she got that big donkey. You gotta take that baby oil.
You know about that baby oil, don't you? She with your legs up.
Yeah, with like some shiny brand new penny. You just rub that down. As she rub it, she gonna feel that. She gonna
on what?
That stuff.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm saying? Huh?
Oh, you talking about on her? Okay. Okay.
On that donkey there.
On the donkey. Okay.
You go ahead, you rub it. Make sure you get shining like a brand new penny.
That's blue. Okay, let me stop.
Go ahead, make sure you rub the kitty a little bit. I can't give you all the tips, man. I can't give you all the tips.
Yeah, don't overwhelm me.
Sadly work because you here. My tips work, so you here.
So you mean to tell me that rubbing oil on her, that's fine, but it's more of a sensual massage. See, while you're rubbing oil on her, she's already in the front room bent all over the place already. I've already took her to Mount Kilimanjaro, and you still rubbing oil or baby oil all over something. She ain't even got a chance to get an orgasm yet. Why are you doing that?
Hey,
you can do. Why don't you? No. Why don't you rub that on her while you're taking her to the mountains? You got to combine this thing because I know it's a gradual process, but you got to remember time and sensuality and aggression and knowing what you're doing, having confidence and touching all the right spots is what matter. So if you're just doing one thing, that's some boring stuff. Remember, somebody did that before. Depending on what type of girl you get, somebody did that before. Some beta said, "Yo, baby, I'm gonna rub some oil on you, and I'm gonna give you some strawberries, and I'm gonna get some candles, I'm gonna burn it, and I'm gonna drop it on your skin because it's sensual." And I learned that in some, Karma Sutra. Women have been around the block so many times where if you do that, she's like, "Oh, okay, fine, rub some oil on me." If I ever did something like that, it's gonna be a very quick. I'm gonna almost like you just put it on there, not aggression. You just put it on there and say, "Hey, I'm lubricating you up over here because I'm getting ready to do something that you're gonna need lubrication." Okay, because that type of that type of impact means because there are some days where they want it sensual, they want it slow, they want it nice, but you still gotta mix it up, and at the same time, don't say the same. So when you do the sensual oil, you still gotta add a little aggression, a little here and there, and then pull back.
Let me hear that aggression again.
It can't be the no. There's some. That's funny, but there's some women listening that they might take that to the next stage. So I can't make the actual sound because there's some weird people that might be listening, and they're gonna be turning down the lights listening to this, and yeah.
Sound one of the caveman commercials.
That Morpheus. You want to talk. So you like hairy girls while you talking?
Hey,
you like them hairy?
Hey,
you sound like you like them hairy.
Natural.
No. Wait a minute. Wait, that's.
I feel like Jack Hanna chopping through the bushes.
Oh man. So you should be going.
Let's keep it real. I like a landing strip. All right, you know what I'm saying? Keep it shade. If there's any hair, make it like a light landing strip.
No.
I'm with that. But no bush. I don't do no bush. You gotta keep the grass covered.
Well, that's what I was saying. Because if it could damage you. You know that, right? If you run through the bushes.
I'm done. No, go ahead.
Your laughter is good. We need if you run through the bushes, you're gonna be scarred. Those branches are gonna scratch you. And you ain't gonna notice that till later. And also, what the branches can do in the bush is break the condom. It will, if you do enough friction. And they say, you're gonna be like, wait a minute, this sensation is different. There's a rush of fluid, and it's softer, and I feel something now. And half of it might be on the inside. And the only thing that's probably on the outside will be the lip or the rim of that rubber or condom. So having a bush down there is a liability. It has to go.
See, I never thought about
it. It has to go. She can have a landing strip all she wants to. Still, the landing strip is a possibility as well, because if you do it long enough, and how many times are you going to actually change in the middle of your transaction your rubber? Without distorting the process, because sometimes it's like, I was feeling good, now I got to start all over again. But when you do that, of course, now we have to build up the momentum again. But how many times are you going to do that? Most times I'm just going to keep on going, pow, 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 pow. And they say, wait a minute, where did it go? I don't know.
9 months.
No. Sometimes she can go to the bathroom and squat and. They say, that thing just.
I had one like that too, but man, yeah, it happens. That can't happen.
So no bushes at all. No, that it should not even be. Because it traps all the sweat and all that. It wouldn't be there if it didn't have its usage. But oftentimes there's ways to keep it clean and smooth, and for safety reasons. You don't want anything to jeopardize that rubber, because that rubber can break real easy, especially if you get the sensitive kind. You get the kind that's called real skin. You get the magnums, because I need to, I ain't going to talk about that.
Yeah, get you a man condom. Yeah, we don't do Durex over here. We do Trojan man.
Yeah, you do the Durex, don't you?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you look like
you'll never see
you get the Durex. You get the Durex that's at the gas station, don't you? I saw how small that package was in your back pocket. It fell out on the floor. I was like, dang, who's this?
Nah, brother.
It's like, is this your little brothers?
You're not used to seeing the Magnums then, because that's what I do play.
Then why was that little miniature Durex in your back pocket? Why'd it fall out? You gonna give that to somebody?
I don't know what you
can't give that to me. That probably fit around my finger.
I only do that golden
That'll figure around my finger, bro.
I only do the golden ticket. Okay? She gets the golden ticket.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's gonna be.
We call it the golden ticket.
It's gonna be a golden ticket to pregnancy if you keep messing around rushing through those bushes.
To the chocolate factory, you golden ticket.
Sometimes you run through the bush, you might have some thorns in it. You don't want to mess around with that.
I'll be Jack Hanna with that.
Green Giant.
Crazy, man. You fried.
So yeah, the point of the matter is, the whole lesson here, ladies and gentlemen, we just not just babbling about some type of donkey dunk sort of, connection. The whole point is a lot of times you got to make a connection with your woman. That's the point. A lot of times they do get bored, and I do hear other females talking about, oh, he's just not doing it right, and he's just so boring, and all he want to do is doggy style and go to sleep, which is another thing. I know you heard about that before, Brian, right? Oh, he just got his stuff, and he's just... And she's still up looking at him like, what? I didn't get some. So the key is, the way to do it is you want her to get her pleasure and to get satisfied too. And you can get yours at the same time. As a matter of fact, sometimes when she get her, you can get hers. I mean, you can get yours. I've had that, it happens all, of course. And I got 3 of them. So, I mean, I gotta wait. I have to wait.
Not gonna sit up
I have to wait.
I know you.
I don't go early. No.
All players had an off day.
No. Because
it'll
jeopardize me because I signed up for this responsibility.
Yeah.
It's almost like this. You got 5 movies, right? You got 5 movies. You're gonna have to watch 5 movies eventually. It's not you wasted your money. Okay, so with them,
go ahead, man.
Do you actually know what's gonna happen if I take care of one of my girls? The other 2 girls are gonna look at me like, have you ever seen a man get raped? Okay? They're going to strap me down, and that's it. I'm going to you can't do that. So I signed up for responsibility. So that means I have to have self-control. So it's all at once sometimes, or it's 1, 2, 3, or 2, 1, and then we're okay.
Actually, let me ask you something. I'm glad we're talking about this.
Okay.
I was watching
Don't yell at me.
Yeah, I was the what?
Don't yell at me.
I was watching the Breakfast Club, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they had an interview with this rapper. I'm not gonna name his name.
Okay.
But he was talking about the hot sauce. You know what I mean by hot sauce? Hot sauce retention.
Okay.
Yeah, your special sauce retention. Okay, that's what he was talking about.
Okay.
How he tries not to let it go during sex. So, what are your thoughts about hot sauce or special sauce retention? Like, is that a thing? Is that a possible thing to
hold back?
To donkey duck and hold back your special sauce? Is that healthy? Because they say...
I'll put it like this. How can I put it? I'm going to make it very, very simple. What it's like. Let's say you work all week. You don't take a shower. You work all week. Okay? And it's hot outside. And there's warm water. You drink it to survive. Okay? Friday comes and you say, I'm going to take a shower now. But you haven't showered up all week. And you're dirty. You're stinky. That kind of thing. Can you still live? Sure. Can you still walk around? Stinky? Fine. Sure. Can you still keep going with just warm water and survive? Sure. You can go as long as you want to. You just smell or whatever. Don't matter. What happens is there's a thing called relief and elevation. And what I call relief and elevation, relief is you get under the water, that water hits you, bang. And when you get out of the tub, you clean yourself. How do you feel? You feel
fresh.
You feel fresh. You feel like, oh my goodness. And then it does something to the body because your biggest organism of your body is your skin.
That's right.
That's the biggest thing. Everybody forget about that. Your skin is your biggest organism. Mm-hmm. It is a cell that covers your whole body. So now your body's like, yes. Oh, great. And there's, what was that? What was the second thing I said? Besides relief and, okay, I'll find it anyway. Anyhow, so relief and elevation. Elevation means you did your task. Now you can focus on something else. A lot of men and people, let's get back to the whole week. If you don't wash up for the whole week, you got to wash up eventually. And you're stressed out. It's hot. You know it's coming.
Yeah, you better wash up.
It's coming. Mm-hmm. You know it's coming. With a man's sexuality, it's built like that for a reason. Otherwise, nobody, there would be no such thing as, self pleasure, no such thing as, there are jackhammers, dildos, plastics like that. There would be no such thing as it. So it's valuable for a reason. And the encounter, which would be procreation or recreational with somebody, is there for a reason. Because what will happen is, here's the elevation. For men, if you don't, you're going to focus on it. Eventually, it's going to be on your mind. You're going to sleep about it. Some people might have wet dreams. Or you'll meet a girl who's ugly, but because you have no satisfaction, because you have this retention, because you're like, oh, I got to get my rocks off, but I'm not going to. I'm going to hold back. I got self-control. I'm going to hold back. Now this girl really looks good to you. She looks like a 10, but she's ugly. She's missing teeth. Or in your case, she might be 57. But with no teeth, like so she can give you a gummy. Yeah, yes, look like. Well, Beyonce's not the cornerstone of beauty. That's about that movie, popular opinion.
That longest yard. He's like, you gonna have to relax your standards on the beautiful part, and you have the woman part.
So yeah, that's what will happen. She's beautiful to you now. Mm-hmm. So you're looking at her, you'll say she looks good to you, but normally she would not be. Because you're retaining, like you said, your hot sauce. You're trying to hold back. Mm-hmm. And so what happened is, yeah, you can focus on your job, your task, do something else, but you still have this internal thing going on talking about, I need pleasure. I need relief. Again, relief, elevation. Once you get your relief, your elevation is going to come where in the back of your mind and your body's going to say, okay, I'm satisfied. Let me get my job done now. Now I'm going to focus on something else. This is why sometimes the most successful men are people, they have a woman who take care of that. Mm-hmm. Secretary or, some side chick or something like that. Take you in the back room, give you an ice cream cone rub.
Ice cream cone rub.
Yeah, they will, whatever that you would want to do. And once you leave the room, you're like, okay, I can get back to my task. Let me get some work done now. Now I can go do something because now I'm not focusing on a female. So therefore, when she's otherwise ugly, or in your mind, she was cute for a few minutes, but now she's like, oh yeah, she's regular. I don't know what I was thinking. I could go and do something else. And it's the same as the abundance mindset. When you're thirsty and you're hungry, you're going to eat anything. You're going to eat whatever's on your plate. You don't eat pork, you eat bologna. you don't drink high fructose corn syrup, you drink pop, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, something like that, Mountain Dew. You do it because you're thirsty. You don't care. You're going to be like, I want this stuff.
I'm thirsty.
Now let's say that you're fed and you don't need to eat nothing. You're going to be picky. You're going to say, I don't want that because it's unhealthy. You can wait. Listen, you're traveling, fast food places all over the city in town. Mm-hmm. They're unhealthy. Truck stops, all that, nasty gravy, chili. If you eat something and you're fed, she took care of you, you can drive and wait all the way until you get home, make you something for your refrigerator, be healthy. Mm-hmm. If you're hungry and you're thirsty, you're going to eat. You're going to say in your mind, I need this right now.
It's like when people go to the grocery store and they go hungry.
They'll get cheap stuff too.
They'll get like 10 frozen Salisbury steaks. I've been there.
And they'll swap it down. Especially the smokers. They got the munchies. They're like, I'm going to eat anything.
Man, they smoking, boy.
Forget it.
We'll get some Lay's and some hot sauce or something.
Ain't going to be no health food store on the side of the road.
Everything.
There's no health food store on the side of the road.
Cold hot dogs.
Dang, that's deep. There's no health food store on the side of the road. Think about that. There's no really high quality or qualifiable female. Listen, typically on a 90 percentile range. But there is 90% of women who do not qualify, but they will qualify if you're not sexually satisfied. And you're going to waste your time with these girls who are thoughts, 304s, Instagram models, and ex-porn stars.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shoot.
Wow.
Oh, shoot. That's why they give them emojis and, oh, you sexy. Oh, baby. That's why, like you said the first time, girl can be sitting there and all these guys, 900,000 of them, be like, oh, she got like, what do you call that? 300,000 subscribers, and all of them are men because she's showing a little bit of breasts. But let those men have options and have high quality other females that they can deal with in the physical world. They're just going to get all that.
Probably not.
No. So, is that a good thing? If you're a moron, it is. Yeah, I said it. But if you are a man of means and you respect nature and you know how to have self-control, you're going to need that relief. And it's going to help you out. So you can get on your task and do whatever that you need to do. The whole key about things is moderation in all things.
But wouldn't it be better just to not? Nah.
No. What would you go? Don't get involved. That's what I was going to say the first time. Yeah, that's the key. Don't mess with her if you're going to hold yourself back. I've practiced. Well, let me say practice. I do it naturally because what I've signed up for with the girls. I knew what I was getting myself into. That's just like if you go to a harem, you got 9 women and all of them like, I want you right now. You better damn well hold yourself back. Make sure they're taken care of. Then when they're all done, then have fun. Do the Superman. But you. Yeah, man. Then you're okay. You're fine. But I'm modest with it because I don't have like 9 of them. So I got the minimum, so I don't suffer that much. It's fun actually, and it gets easier the more I do it because it's just self-control. And hey, they're happy. Fine, cool. Some guys are selfish. What I mean is, there's so many women they're tolerated for so long, even though she don't have to orgasm to have a child and all that type of stuff. They'll tolerate it for a little while if you're a special type of guy. Mm-hmm. Oh, he keeps falling asleep. I'm not satisfied. I don't feel it. They can get a retention too. There are some women who say, I want some good dick. That's why they like choke me, put me up against the wall, pull my hair, smack my ass. They like, hey, come in here and act like I done really pissed you off, beat my ass with your, okay. Some women are like that. And the reason is sometimes they don't get it often with their pudgy, ridiculous beer belly,
Why gotta be pudgy?
Because most of them are, the husbands, ridiculous, bald head, stanky looking, buck tooth, beer drinking retards. But so what happened is she'll see me somewhere. No, I'm serious. I'm buff, tall, good looking, square jaw, big feet. She's looking up at me. She's like, damn, I wonder what he's like. Because she got this in her mind, like she needs to be satisfied. She won't say it because it depends on what type of girl she is. But most times she's going to think about that. Girls think nasty too. They do. And they have their fantasies. Us men don't want to realize that. So what happened is when I start getting closer to her and I get a sort of a social and intimate relationship with her, mm-hmm. just by bare conversation, I got confidence. I'm rubbing up against her. She smell my cologne. Sometimes she bumps into my chest that her husband don't have. Oh, shoot. Okay. The imagination start happening. Mm-hmm. Now, let's say, because it happened before. Trust me, I've been getting, especially because of my girls, they will come and they will say, I don't care about my husband or he don't have to know. Okay. That's his fault though, because he's not doing his thing because he wants to do this. Let me stop. Be retard. Fine. Lose your wife and your girlfriend to an alpha like myself. But anyhow, so what happened is if I say yes, my girls look the other way. She's just temporary. Okay, have some fun. Just come back home. I don't want to see her. Maybe you can bring her in, be girl number 4, but I don't want that. But still, what happened is now it's an easy take. Now her mind's blown, and eventually she's going to want to try to get away from this guy. Mm-hmm. Because, yeah, you have financial responsibility. You have kids, that's a responsibility. But I'm the one that's giving her what she really needs on the inside that this bozo's not giving her. Mm. Because he don't want to please her. He don't want to, he don't want to get deep into it.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Makes sense.
Yeah, he's setting up, men set themselves up for failure. If you don't do what you can at home, it's not the happy wife, happy life thing. No, be a man, be confident, please her. Take care of yourself next. A lot of guys think about themselves. They'll go to sleep. Or she's always trying to give him fellatio. She always got to get on her knees. She always got to do the, doggy style and all that. So she's always giving. If he gives nothing, eventually he's going to try to look for a man who's going to give her something.
And he out there.
And I end up being that person just.
There dudes out here eating booty.
Well, we won't go that far.
I'm just saying that there are dudes out here eating booty, man.
Well, if they do that, that's on them. But
hey, so you go ahead.
but what if she wants that and he don't do it? But that's a different story. A lot of girls, I don't think they really. That's a percentage. That's a percentile there. Yeah, you thinking about eating booty, Brian?
I'll eat.
Is that what? Why would you bring that up?
I'll eat the booty. I'm just saying. You see,
ladies and gentlemen, I think he's craving for what he craved for all this time. He's coming out.
I don't eat booty. I don't eat booty.
Then
there's some dudes.
Then why would you bring it up? I don't care what they're eating.
You just said it.
I don't even sit there and watch them eat their what?
I'm a fit. You said that you could go ahead and keep expecting her to give and not receive nothing. She gonna go out there and find somebody that's going to give back. And like I said, there are dudes out here who will go as far as eating booty.
So what you're saying is what? Okay, what you're saying is basically he will do something that her husband's not doing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
you're not gonna do it. There's a dude out there that's going to do it.
Okay, but it's a low percentage, but it's there. It's there.
It's great, yeah, man. These dudes, man. Some of these dudes are cool with eating the booty.
Brian's coming out, ladies and gentlemen. He keeps talking about the booty. You would you?
No, hell no. Look.
Oh, wait a minute. Do you eat the box?
I mean,
from time. Okay.
Who you dealing with?
Okay. Why would you do it?
Why?
Mm-hmm.
It adds to pleasure. It's about pleasure. When you eat the box for her.
I don't know why people say that. It's not like you're actually eating it. You're actually licking.
They call it eat a dick. We call it eat the box. Okay,
you just put it in your. You just in your mouth. It's not like you're eating anything.
Yeah, hey, I've had a chick talk about I'm gonna eat your. Okay, they mean you know what they mean. Okay, but anyway,
she ate your.
she got. Look,
she ate your cake.
We gonna leave that.
She ate your cake.
I gonna put that out there.
She don't know you.
Eat my cake.
Yeah.
What the heck you talking about?
You just said she ate.
I don't even eat cake.
Yeah. You look like you eat cake, double cakes. We talking about with double chocolate. Why you trying to lie to me? Put your picture up here.
I don't do sweets.
Then why would you bring that up? Of course, a woman's. I mean, no, but see, he's actually saying that he put his legs up, and she went down there, and she was in that yow hole.
You got a different breath, bro. You got a different. I don't know what kind of sick prawn you be watching.
It came out of your mouth. You said she eats something on you. No. How is she eating if she's with your phallus and she's giving you fellatio? What is she eating? Why would the only thing she can eat is your leftovers?
You crazy, man.
You said it.
You fried, man.
Then what's she eating?
Look, man, it's if you ask if
whatever you smoke and stop, okay?
Hey, man, that's an old term, okay?
Okay.
But women know exactly what you're talking about when you say she ate my dick. All right, they know what you're talking about.
Yeah, phallus.
Yeah, they know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but anyway, like I said. There are dudes out here that are willing to do what you say you're not going to.
And I think that's another problem too with boyfriends and husbands. I know a girl who, a long time ago, I practice what I preach. So it was a dresser drawer situation, okay? Because I'm everywhere. There's no bedroom action. What? That's only one room. What are you doing? I got a big house, 4 bedrooms. Please. Bedroom? That's boring. She's going to be all, by the time we're done, we probably outside on the patio. But anyhow, so she's like, how'd you get out of here? Her head's like dangling over the patio wooden part. Wow, dude. No, but seriously. And when that happened, and she's just, face to face and all that, and she bit her head down on my chest, where the collarbone is right there. Mm-hmm. And didn't move for like 2 minutes. And I was like, what's wrong? What's wrong, baby? You okay? You good? Because, she climaxed and all that. And her hair was covering up her face, so I couldn't see what she was looking at. She looked up with a big smile on her face, and her face was all red and pink. She said, you know what? No man have ever done me like that before. All they like to do is just, they get theirs, do doggy style, and they go on about their way.
And when you wake up for that dream?
He's literally an asshole, ladies and gentlemen, because he's that person. So remember, he's still thinking about that right now. He's mad that I'm actually telling you that he came out. So
look,
you know.
you're not gonna sit and tell me you ain't never had an off day, man. All men.
Well, okay, wait a minute.
Day.
Okay, give me an understanding of what you mean by off day. What explain it to me, then I can tell you if or not, because I can be honest.
You didn't perform at 100%. That is an off day.
Okay, my off days have been my days where I didn't know what I was doing due to maturity and lack of experience. So
you never had a day where you were tired.
You mean like didn't want to perform?
Like you tired, like you were physically tired, and you get into it, and because of your tired, fatigue.
No,
you never had fatigue.
There's no such thing as that. See, I don't know where you're coming from, but maybe it's the new thing of this generation. Men who they call it limp dick, something like that, or they have a case where they got erectile dysfunction or stamina. Remember, I was always physically active. That's key. Key number one is I've been doing martial arts since I was a child. I've been pumping iron. I've been kicking, flipping, and I've been all over the place and being physically active. So what happens is you're generating and maintaining your own testosterone and your stamina level. So I've increased my stamina doing jogging and running. So any type of sexual donkey dunking activity is nothing. Because it's like, what am I doing? I'm just like pushing this weight of a girl who's maybe 120-ish something pounds for like what, an hour or something, give or take, sometimes maybe 45 minutes. That's nothing when I'm in the gym.
Heavier, but
yeah, okay. I mean, because it depends on the condition of the man. Most times in this generation, men lack testosterone, they lack motivation, they don't have stamina because they're lazy asses. They're not in the gym. They're not working out, kicking, and moving places. Me, I work out to the point where I'm exhausted and tired. The stamina is to the point where I'm getting ready to pass out. I'm on the floor with my palms splayed out. And I'm just saying I'm getting ready to die because I want to make myself better. So when I get into physical activity sexually with donkey dunking, it's a walk in the park. The problem is I've never heard of these erectile dysfunctions and not being able to perform. And I'm not going to blame it on men specifically, but I will say, although there's conditions that can make that happen, and there are some, you could call that natural conditions based on their body and anatomy, but the truth of the matter is it really is their fault because they didn't take the necessary work to prepare themselves to perform correctly, build up their stamina, get healthy, get their ass in the gym, like the doctor always say. It's been known to be physically active, lose goddamn weight, do what they supposed to do. So guess what? If you're fat, you're overweight, now you're trying to donkey tunk with this girl, you got to carry her weight and yours. You can't carry her through the threshold. Now you're going to get tired because you're pushing yourself. You're not pushing her. When I'm donkey dunking, I'm pushing her because I'm used to pushing myself in, 300, 400 some pounds. That's nothing. So when she comes onto the scene, it's all about her. So I can, she can just be tossed all the way around the room and she like that stuff, throw her on her bed, pick her up against the wall or something like that, or put her on the dresser. That's nothing. Or midair type of stuff. She liked that stuff. That's what I mean by taking her an adventure. And I like that you brought that up. That's one of the reasons as well on the top 10 list why married men or men in general, especially when they want to turn down life, just do the doggy style. They can't do it. They can't take her to a land of adventure. They can't take her mind away from thinking about maybe her ex-boyfriend or her baby daddy while you donkey dunk with her from the back. Doggy style. You can't do it. You can't pick her up. You can't turn the lights on and say, turn around over here. Because she's probably 300 pounds and you 300 pounds too. So what are you going to do? 2 hours is bumping into each other? Whoa, 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 whoa. That ain't going to work. What? That ain't gonna work. Snap. Both of y'all gonna get exhausted and pass out before she turn around.
Please, I'm Melvin in this.
You know what she gonna say? She gonna say, "Hurry up and finish," because if she turn around, she gonna. I had enough. I'm ready to go sleep. And we choose girls like this, and we are that type of person as well. It's all about choice. So the girls I choose, no older than 26. They're going to be like 124, 20-something-ish pounds.
Little feathers.
Dealing with a big guy like myself. Oh, she's all over the place. she's good for a long time. Okay, but guys make bad choices because they have no options. They lower their what do you call that, potential, and they have no direction of having a sort of standard that could be beneficial for them and their bodies. I was going to say sexual tenacity or sexual abilities based on their physique and their potential. They don't know themselves. They just get whatever comes to them. You know, if a guy had an opportunity, he'd just throw his bowling balls down the alley. He don't care what it hit.
Wow. I just thought about that. Wow.
He don't care. He just throw bowling balls down the alley. Either strike or not. You know, sometimes you got to put the bumpers up there, which is, you know, alcohol, get her confused or something like that. You know, those bumpers to keep you from striking out. Just throw it on down there. I don't care.
Keep it. It won't be a gutter.
But
with the bumpers, it won't be a gutter. But
gutter boy, yay! But
oh man, I'm not there too.
Precision and being refined mean you're gonna strike. Meaning you're gonna sit there, you're gonna pose yourself, put the bumpers away. If you strike out, you just strike out, and then you focus on you, your strength, your anatomy, your stamina, and the type of girl that you're getting along with. Because guess what? Never did lazy type of bone girls, starfish. You know, they don't want to be physically active. They're gone. If that ever happened, they're gone. I've seen girls like that. They just want to lay there and just be like, I'm cute. I don't have to do nothing.
Yeah, like they want you to do all the work. Nah. This is gonna work. We both working, baby. We both work.
If you're laying there and you're starfish and you want me to do everything, I'll be better off rolling up a magazine in the quiet of my own house, pleasing myself, because I can be more excited than that.
Trout monthly.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
wow.
P-Hub delivered, classified #1. You know, subscription, daily. Really, I can do that myself. So it's all men's fault. No, I mean, it really is, because you got to tell her, no, I'm not about to do that. What's wrong with you? No, you need to be active. Oh, you want to lay there? I'm going to go sit down at the desk and wait until you get yourself in order. Why are you walking away? Get your ass up, walk over there, get on your knees or do something, rub my shoulders, you know, kiss my neck or something. You're going to have to put some effort into this, put some skin in this game. When you put skin in, then I'm going to put skin in. Then I'll throw you and put you on your back and put you in a pretzel and, you know, taper you all over the place. But she has to be willing to be enthusiastic. A lot of times when women aren't enthusiastic, it's because they're lazy ass and because they've been dealing with lazy ass men. They've been dealing with men who's like, oh, I'm just going to get it. Oh, this is poom poom, so I'm going to get the poom poom. She's letting me do it. She's just quiet. And as a matter of fact, when you're doing it, in the back of my mind, she's like, just hurry up and be done. Just hurry up, because every other guy did that.
Mm-hmm.
Or she'll assume position, doggy style. And you're doing that, and she's just, you should be like, no, turn your ass around and get active. Because she's still lazy if she's doing that.
You know, that is.
And she'll say, I'm just moving my hips, so I am moving my hips. But no, excuse me, boy, I'm about to say it, boy, no. But, no, go ahead.
That's true. I
Take it away.
About that. Yeah, doggy style is
lazy.
A lazy position for her.
Yep.
Because all she does is sit on her hands and knees, and basically we doing all the pumping. So I do get that. What about? But I also do reverse cowgirl though. So
well, I told you there's other positions beside that.
Yeah.
So you know how I test my women out, and this is gonna be key. And I shouldn't be saying this, but there's one thing I do like. But let them get theirs. What I mean is, see how they get theirs and how bad they want it. Then you meet them halfway. Instead of you going in and you know, you can take dominance all you want to, but pull back and let her get her climb. Meaning she knows what position it really get it in. Now be careful, because what I tell you about these girls, like turn on the light and do the usual thing because other guys have done her that way, which is sick. That's why you don't want some woman who's walking down the aisle with a black dress. Okay. Wow. So because she'll do you like she did the other person. And that's going to be sick, because she's like, you know, I'm used to this. No, absolutely not. I'm not that guy. You know, and then you just, you know, you're sharing this girl. But, Jesus Christ, you want her to get it too. So therefore, don't ask her, because, you know, that's dumb. You just automatically do things based on your experience, and that's men. If she takes the initiative to get her pleasure with you, now you're pulling her towards you and letting her know that you are a valuable asset. That's like some girls who might have vibrators. They might have things in there. They know the favorite one.
Mm-hmm.
So it becomes
toy.
You can't even, you wouldn't even throw, she'll know exactly where it's at. I dare you to try to throw it away. But
you asked for a fight there.
oh, she'll tear your arm off. But the thing is, she knows how to use it, and she's going to go to it because it gives her a certain stimulation, and it does something for her. So, in donkey dunking, when she comes to you, and you're telling her, "Oh, you like it this way?" You don't ask her, but you just pushing her towards that direction. Okay, you get it, and you start pulling back, and she start pulling towards you, and she's like, "Oh, I like this. I want it, in some case, deeper this way, or in this position. Oh, do it this way." You're like, no, you do it. No, no. And you pull back, purposely make her grab your leg or your back or your neck a certain way, where she's like, no, you're not pulling away. I want this. So she would take the initiative, and the more you do that, the more the enthusiasm will build up, and the more you could say it's kind of, here I am training here. People taking notes right now. I know they're taking notes right now. They taking notes, but I know they are. Somebody taking, that's okay though. They might need that. So you're making her pull towards you, where even if she's not used to being dominant, aggressive, or active, and other guys are just have been doing that, you're teaching her to take the initiative to get what she wants, and it's okay to get what she wants. Where it's not all about pleasing you. She can please herself with you by what she really wants, and therefore with that enthusiasm you can help her and pull back. And if you keep doing this, do it often, what's going to end up happening is now she's going to be meeting you halfway. Now she's pulling you by the neck, pulling you in the bedroom, and push you down and jump on top of you and say, this is what I want. We're going to do it this way. And then you can switch it up and do the same thing. Oh yeah. And you grab her and here you go wrestling. And next thing you know, you find out that you're taking her to the Grand Canyon. You'll find out that she's head over heels for you. This is how you get in her mind. This is how you are stimulating her. You're going to be the only one. No darkness. You're not just doing doggy style. She's thinking about you, because when you have a donkey duck session in her mind, we're getting ready to go on an adventure.
Man, but you speaking some dangerous stuff too, boy. Because when you put it on her like that,
yeah, she gonna slash your tire.
You over here?
Yeah, she gonna get you.
You gonna drive to work. She gonna be in the back seat.
Oh man! Yeah, you gonna look at another chick, and she gonna be like, "Why are you looking at her for?"
Man, you hit the crazy button using the stuff. Watch yourself using some Morpheus teaching y'all. Yeah. Watch yourself. Make sure. That's what I said.
You choose the right type of girl. It's your preference. Whatever you see, what I tell you, guys like to throw their bowling ball down the alley. Whatever they hit, that's when you'll find that girl where you throw your bowling balls at the right girl, and then she's gonna be throwing it back at you by bashing your window out and probably everything else around your life, because you're a dummy. You want to just go get your rocks off by throwing your balls down the alley, and you wasn't responsible for what you was doing. Like drink responsibly. You gotta donkey dunk responsibly too. And a lot of guys don't know how to do that. They get drugs involved with it. Mm-hmm. So that's the end of the lesson, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot more to come. I know there's some variations in there. You go ahead and be in the dark all you want to. As for me, I am a leader, and I am in control of what I survey for a reason.
Make sure you click on that like button, y'all, so we can see we need to do some more of these after dark shows. You might keep that going depending on how many likes we get. So
tell them again, Brian. They can't hear you. Tell them again. Put your alpha foot down.
Yeah, make sure you click on that.
He's not an alpha, by the way.
Yeah, make sure you smash that like button. Or I heard what you said. Make sure you smash that like button so we can see if we need to keep doing this. We can go ahead and keep this going. It's depending on how many likes we get. So hit that like button.
If not, we're just not going to give it to you. If you want more of these discussions and eye-opening, very crazy, funny stuff, because Brian can be an asshole sometimes. But if you want him to come over here and tell him about his escapades where his legs up, then we'll bring him back over here.
Let me find out you over here.
Nah, yeah, he can't even say you have nothing to come back with now, huh? No. Until next time, I know y'all enjoyed yourself. I know I did. And that is the lesson